As a full-time artist, I make 80% of my income from making art prints of my paintings. And this paper by Epson is one of my favorites. It's the Epson Premium Presentation Paper Mat, with one exception. But first off, the positives. It is archival, which means that it is acid-free. This is good for fine art prints. You want your paper and your ink to be archival. This way they will last for many, many years and be very vibrant and colorful the entire time. This is one of my art prints that I created with this paper. You can see it is very vibrant, but what I love most is the matte finish. There is no shine. It also makes it very easy for customers to handle, because if you use glossy paper, customers will leave fingerprints on them before they frame them if you're selling art prints by themselves. Now, if you're framing them for the customer, it might not really matter, but for me, since I'm selling mostly loose prints in my art fair booth, I like to make it easy for the customer so they can touch these, they won't leave fingerprints behind. The downside is this paper is fairly lightweight. You can see it bends easily. I don't know if you can tell how thick it is really by me showing you on here, but it's thicker than copy paper, but not as thick as something like cardstock. For those interested in the technical specifications, specifically it is 165 GSM. Next question is, why does the weight of the paper matter? Well, if you are printing a large size or a lot of ink on a smaller piece of paper, your image, when you print it, the paper might buckle up. It might be ripply when it comes out of the printer, and it might not ever flatten out over time as it dries. Now, you don't want to sell a rippled, buckled up print to a customer. And so here's what I figured out, and I'm able to use this paper for my 8.5 by 11 and smaller prints. It works great. But anything bigger than that, sometimes it will start to buckle up. You might be able to get by with using an 11 by 14 size with it if you print in a low humidity environment. But if you are printing 16 by 20 or larger, you do not want to use this type of paper. You want to upgrade to the ultra premium presentation paper mat, which is a little bit more expensive, but it is a little bit thicker, and so it will allow you to have flat prints that will not buckle up. One last tip, if you are printing in a high humidity environment and you see that this paper starts to buckle up on you after it is printed and it never flattens out, you might try printing in a room with a dehumidifier running. I've found that if I keep the humidity under 40%, I'm able to use this paper and it works great. It saves me lots of money because this paper is a really affordable matte paper. It's one of the most affordable matte papers that you can use in your Epson printer that are still archival quality. If you want to learn more about making art prints, you can watch this playlist. It's an entire free course that'll teach you everything you need to know about making art prints. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.